So, you want to build the next Uber, the next WhatsApp, or maybe even the next Facebook. But the only thing is, you don't know how to code. You can't even build the simplest WordPress website. The thing is, you're not alone. A lot of tech companies have been built by people who don't know a single line of code. Myself want to build the next big technology app or software, but the thing is, I'm also not a software programmer. And so I'm going to share some tips and some experience and some things that I wish I had done or wish I had known before I start building my tech company. 1, I should have built relationship in college. I should have built relationship specifically with software programmers, people who were doing computer science. But it never occurred to me that these are the people I should have been networking with and building friendship with, so that when it is time to build my tech company, these are the people I can sell my idea to and get them on board to be founders. Because it's difficult to go ahead and hire a freelancer to build a software for you. You know nothing about what's going on in the background. You don't know what's happening in the back end or front end or any end of thought, because you don't know how technology is built. And so if you have that technical founder with you and he's building the product, you can focus on other aspects of the business, such as marketing, communication, customer acquisition, and so forth. And so for me, I wish I had built these relationship with software programmers, and so that I could be able to sell my ideas to them, and so that we can start building this company together. So that's the first thing. Find people who love to code, are always ready and willing to work, and are have the entrepreneur spirit as well, and that would make the process a little bit easier. It's not guaranteed success, because so many companies have been built in the past and fail. Like, in fact, the failure rate is almost certain, but it increases your chance of success. For me, I had hired a freelance developer to develop my company called Edwork, which is an online tutoring platform, online tutoring marketplace, where I connect students with tutors and teachers in Jamaica. And so I had written down the plan. Okay, this is what I want on the app. This is my vision, and I pitched this to the freelance team, and they went ahead and started building the website. Now, that's the other mistake I made. I should have looked for no coding solution, because there's a lot of website and business out there that allow you to do like a prototype of your app or your website with no coding experience. Just drag and drop and type a few stuff, and you have an initial software, or something that they call MVP, minimum viable product. So you should think about alternative solution. Think about how you can put together your idea without hiring a freelancer from the jump. So think about the stuff that are needed for a transaction to take place, or for your customer to get a product or a service, like the least amount of features. Because the mistake I made was I went ahead and designed and built all these different features when I don't even know what the customers want. So that's a mistake. Another thing that you want to do is you want to talk to customers. You want to reach out. You want to do customer survey, customer research to find out what customer want. You want to collect emails, build up an email list, where when you're ready to launch, you can send it to these to these customers and these potential customers and get that initial traction, and from those feedback and those interaction, you can have an idea of what to build next, or what's the next feature, or even if this idea makes sense, right? Don't go ahead and build out this elaborate website because you want it to be the best when it launched. No, your first launch is gonna be crappy. So when I released Edwork, we had so many bugs, we had so many stuff to fix, and it's not that the freelance developer was incompetent. No, it's just how software works. Anything that can go wrong, anything that can break will break. And so that's something I didn't understand. I wasn't thinking about, and so it was a bit difficult fixing and going back to the drawing board, and it was just a lot. And that's why if I had built only the least amount of features that would allow somebody to sign up and do a transaction, then I would have less stuff even to focus on, to know where in the code we have bugs or so forth. So that was a mess. So learn from my mistake. Build the minimum viable product. And sometimes you think about minimum viable product and you're still putting in more features than what is needed initially. So you have to think about it very carefully. Another mistake I made with my tech company, which is, as I mentioned, an online marketplace. So there is two set of customers I'm serving. Tutors on one side and students or parents on the other side. And so I end up with what you call a chicken and egg problem. Who do I try to get first? Who do I try to get on the platform first? Students or tutors? Well, I think I made a mistake of going after the tutors first. And so at the moment, I have nearly 500 teachers and tutors on the website with very little students, not enough students to serve, to allow tutors to get enough booking to keep them interested. And so I have tutors on the website for a long time and they haven't gotten any booking, so they might become uninterested, and that create problem. So I think that looking back, maybe I should have built up an email list of students, because it is much easier to get tutors to sign up than it is to get students to sign up. So if you're building a similar company or any other company, just think about your power users, think about who's going to drive growth, and think about who you should try to get on the platform first, who's going to be more difficult. So for instance, I know it's going to more, now I know that it's more difficult to get students on the website. I should have went for student first, because tutors, they come on much easier, because at the moment teachers and tutors are signing up with us doing little to no promotion, and we have to kind of do more to get students to sign up and book. And so that's something that you have to take into consideration as well. Also, another thing you have to do as a non-technical founder is to become a little bit technical, as in understand the process, understand what, like, at least the basic that is being put in to build out your product. And also another thing you want to do is to continually, like, talking to customers, talking to your users, getting feedback, bringing it back to the team. So what if you're not able to get a technical founder, somebody to come and partner with? What if you're really not technical, and even the no-code solution is not for you? You just don't want to take on that aspect. You can hire a freelancer, but as I mentioned before, ensure that you look at building only those specific features. The website can be a little crappy at first, that is expected, but you don't want to build this big elaborate apps and website and all these different features in your head without testing the waters first, testing to see what's there, getting customer feedback. Also, as a non-technical person, if the app you have the basic features and the app can release the app. Don't spend entire year trying to tweak and fix and you haven't launched as yet, because you're not going to know what's needed until you have launched and people are using your app. So that's another thing. At the moment, I can say I've made a number of mistakes and I've seen where I've gone wrong. I know my app, my idea is needed because so many people has reached out and say they love the idea and people are using it. People are actually making money. Students are actually getting help on the website, but not at the scale I would want it or it should be. And I'm definitely not making the money that I anticipated I would make. So just to be transparent. And so if you're a dreamer, if you have an idea in your head but you cannot code, don't give up hope. It is possible. There are a number of companies that we're using today that were started by non-technical founders. But do your research. Ensure that you don't just run and start developing. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.